get you anything for your birthday?
Oh, nah. Win. That's all I wanted.
Can you describe what happened on the first touchdown jump ball that you won?
Quarterback just trusted me, just giving me a chance to make a play. I mean, that's what we always talk about, having trust in each other, and he trusted me.
You were going against your former college teammate. I mean, did that make it any sweeter for you?
I mean, we always talked about it, being able to compete against each other, just going out there, both of us just competing against each other, making each other better once again. But, I mean, that's what happens. You get to the NFL, come from Bama, you're going to play people like that.
Did you guys exchange any special words after the game? I saw you guys meet up.
Oh, yeah, just to keep grinding, keep working. Much love. I mean, it's like my brother. Pretty much all it was.
On the batted ball, where that was pat, you said you could lock up. You went against Slay. Did you have to show that there on that little underthrow?
Yeah, that was some of my DB skills right there.
How about the second touchdown and the celebration afterwards?
That was that's kind of our motto. I ain't gonna say it, but that's what our motto is. So that's what it was.
Was that a play? Were you the first read on that play? And did they want to get you matched up against the slot there? Is that basically what?
First read? No, I don't think I was the first read. I mean, you had to have a quarterback that I don't necessarily know, but I mean, it was just taking what they give us. Knew we got the look that we wanted.
What did you think of Jalen's performance tonight?
I mean, it was great. I mean, him being the leader that he is, I mean, that's what we practice for, his preparation and everything like that, all the way up to game time. I mean, we just in the locker room before the game, and he's still on his call sheet going over things, highlighting what he likes and things like that. I mean, the guy's prepared well.
Monty, on that play, broke up what could have been an interception for Pat. At what point in the route do you go from being a wide receiver to a defensive back? Is it just when the ball's there?
Yeah, kind of just like when you see him sinking, you see he has a chance to make a play. You just have to go up there and just do what you can.
It's your first multi-touchdown game of your career. Comes on your 23rd birthday. What's the significance of that for you?
I mean, I wouldn't say the birthday played a big part in it. I mean, just going out there, just executing, doing the things that we do at practice.
How's your arm, DeVonta? We saw you were wearing something.
Oh, I'm good. That's just for safety.
DeVonta, when Slay went out for a play, you got off the bench to come see him at the sideline. What type of leader is Slay, not just for the defense, but for the team?
I mean, Slay's a great leader. I mean, even when with us, he's talking to us about our releases and things like that, helping us out. We're helping him out. I mean, he's a great leader.
Did you catch his wheels on that fumble recovery?
You said what?
Did you see his wheels on that return touchdown?
Yeah, I always take me around like a little bad kid when he get the ball in his hands. No ball security, nothing, just out there running.
Who got a pass at 40?
I'll give it to Slay. He can probably give me the 40.
On the motto, is that the whole team's motto, or just the offense?
Nah, that's the whole team. I mean, that's what it is. Just go out there, just play loose.
And how long has that been the case?
Couple weeks now.
What's the biggest difference for you from 10 weeks in versus the start of your rookie season?
I mean, taking care of your body. I mean, you start to feel little aches and things like that. You just have to go in, and any little thing that you feel, you got to let them know so I can take care of it. I trust our trainers to help anybody that's aching or anything. So that's what it is. When you get this deep in the season, you have to take care of your body, do whatever you can. Any little knack, a bruise, you can't just look over. You got to go in and take care of it.
How about in terms of your comfort level, the way that you're seeing things now that you're deeper into your rookie season?
I mean, I get more comfortable every week. I mean, but it all comes down to preparation. I mean, I go to practice. I practice hard. And the way I practice, and the way this team practice, that's why we so successful in games. I mean, when you practice the way that we practice, you get the outcome that you want.
Did you realize you knocked the ball out? Did you feel it?
I didn't even feel it, to be honest. I didn't know until after the play when I just looked up to the screen, and I saw the ball on the ground and Slay taking it back for a touchdown. And it was just good to make a big-time play in a state that I done played in the stadium I done played in before. So that was the main thing, is just making sure I came back and just did a great job, and that's what I did.
Maybe it looked like you had an injury early on that you kind of shook off and were able to come back from. Is that accurate? Did you have something?
Yeah, I had like my knee had buckled a little bit, but I was able to come back out, play through it, and play at a high percentage. So I just wanted to make sure I just pushed through it. And as the game went on, I had started warm up more, and it didn't affect me as it did at first.
I mean, you you said that you were going to take a second before the game to like sort of walk around the stadium and just take it all in, remember the memories you had there during your college career. Did you get to do that, and what was that like?
Yeah, as soon as I stepped off the bus, I put my bags down in the locker room and walked around the field probably twice. And like I was just imagining just my past games here, and I was imagining the stadium full of fans and everything when I played here at CU, and I just embraced it all. I was like, yeah, like now my dream is coming true. Like I get to play now in the stadium I told myself I was going to play in an NFL game, and like I really saw my dreams come true today, and it was really a blessing.
Were you able to see Slay's return for the touchdown? If so, like, what did you think of his speed and all that?
It was great. He always gonna make some moves, and he always gonna make sure he gets some yards when he get the ball. And I mean, when I saw the ball rolling on the ground, I saw him grab it. I tried to make a block, but he was making so many moves, I didn't know who to block, to be honest. So, and then I just saw him break, and I was just looking. I was just like, yep, he's gone. Ain't nobody gonna catch him because I know the speed he has, and he really showed it tonight. And it was just good to see him get that touchdown after I forced that fumble.
This was a more aggressive, at least from the outside looking in, this was a more aggressive defensive game plan than you guys had previous weeks. Why do you think that was? What did you guys see on film that made you guys want to attack what you did?
Well, we knew they were going to try to run the ball a little bit. We knew they were going to, then at the altitude, we thought they were going to try to run the ball a little bit more. So we wanted to make sure we were going to be aggressive and make sure we were going to be physical. And we came out, we were stopping to run a little bit, and then we wanted to make sure we stopped explosives. They had a few explosive passes today, but overall, I feel like the defense did a great job of making sure we focused on our details compared to last week, and just making sure that we was doing our assignments, and it really paid off in the end.
You guys had a couple tough fourth and ones that you guys gave up last week in the loss in the final drive. What was there a message this week about how you guys would handle that? And obviously, you guys came up big this time on the fourth one.
Really, our mindset really was every down is just play physical, play fast, and play hard. And when that fourth down came up and we knew they were going to try to go for it, our mindset was like to make sure that we stop them. And like we had called a play to make sure we stopped them because we knew what they was going to try to do when it was fourth and one. If they were going to try to go for it, and they did. And we just made sure we stopped that play and the play coming downhill, and that's what we was able to do. And as you can see, they didn't go for it again after that.
That play, Davion, were you going for the ball intentionally?
It was not intentional, to be honest. Like I was just trying to make sure I stopped them from getting that first down. And then like when I grabbed them and I saw them on the ground, I just heard like the crowd screaming. I didn't know what was going on at first. And that's when I looked up and I saw Slay with the ball. And that's when I told you, I said I didn't know who to block, and he just took off.
I know we've talked a lot about how raw you were coming into the league and how much film study you put in each day, each week. Does this kind of feel like a validation that everything you're doing is paying off?
Yes, I sure hope so. I feel like every week you can see me improving. If it's nothing but like I'm not really false stepping like I used to. If it's nothing but I'm reading plays faster. If I'm making sure I'm taking the right angles on the tackle or something like that. I feel like you can see it on film that you can see that I'm improving drastically each week, and I'm not making the same mistakes over again, and just making sure that I just continue to improve.
Davion, playing the Broncos here is different than playing Colorado State.
Oh yeah.
It looked like that play, again, your strip and then Slay's TD, took the starch out of them a little bit here. And it looked like it was a pretty chippy game. Slay and Judy were talking a little bit, and obviously DeVonta knows a few of those friends. Was it more physical for that? Did that change their attitude?
I feel like that play really kind of sealed the game for us a little bit, but they still were gonna come out and play. They still try to make sure they were trying to like get big plays and everything. But our mindset coming out after that big play, we still was like, all right, we got to stop them still, like, because you never know the game can turn around, and it's a game of inches. You never know what might happen. So after that play, we made sure we tried to get some rest on the sidelines, and we came out with the same mentality, like let's do it again, let's get a turnover. And even though we didn't get it after that, but we was just our mindset the whole time was like continue to do the same thing over again, so we can just continue to be a productive team defense.
Last one for Davion, and we'll bring coach.
Why do you think you guys have been so strong on the road this year?
I guess probably just the mentality we bring on the road. Like we don't want to be defeated on the road. I mean, we haven't been as strong as home as yet, but I feel like on the road we come with a mentality that we're gonna come stump on their heads in our head. Coming into another team, and the whole time we just make sure we was just being extra physical, and making sure we try to make them quit. That's our mindset. So we're gonna make sure we go hard as we can, as fast as we can until the end of the game, and hopefully we come out with a win every time.
So why did you jump on it there? Why did you run it?
Huh?
When the ball was loose there, why did you keep going with it as opposed to just getting down?
Oh, hell no. I'm trying to score every time I touch the rock. I better get to touch it, so when I get to touch it, I'm trying to score quick. I get the.
Nick just talked about City fumble fumble versus country fumble? Was that a city fumble you turned into a country fumble? He said.
That could have been both. Could have been both. You know, but all I know is city fumbles, country fumbles, they both turn into touchdowns. Shoot.
Did you see the play Davion made? When did you see the ball pop out?
Well, actually, when I saw the ball, I saw the lineman finna grab it. The offensive lineman finna grab it. I just snatched it out of his hand quick. Like, nah, give me that. Mine's. Tub.
How big was that play when you think about how the game was going there? It was a one-score game, and they converted there. Yeah.
That was a big play, man. Davion made a good punch out, man. You know, just trying to change the game, man. That's a big time of game change play for him. And of course, I finished it off, but that was a good time and a good moment for us, man. You know, put the pressure back on their offense and take the pressure off our offense. And you know, today we played in all three phases well today, man. We did better in the red zone, holding the 3 points, steady touchdowns about 2 or 3 times. Offense going down there getting points. I think our offense probably had 1 3 and out. And, you know, so that was a blessing with down there, control the clock. You know, especially in this altitude, I was tired.
How long did it take you to catch your breath?
Oh man, I felt like it took me like at least 30 minutes. I was really tired, and then the monkey got on my back. Back got tight. Oh my goodness.
Did you know that you were gone and you were going to start?
I knew I was going because the fact that I knew it was like 13 personnel, so it had nothing but fat guys out there. So I'm like, I caught the ball. I said, oh, man, it's only but 13, so nothing but these big guys. They ain't catching me. I'm going. I'm like, I'm going to return it every time.
You see Teddy had a sort of a chance to go at you? And
I was hoping Teddy didn't try to because I'll probably give him a good stiffy. But that's my dog, though. You know, that's Teddy, my dude, man. I've been playing against him for a long time. I went to him after the game. I said, bro, you try to tackle me? He said, Slay, you know I can't tackle you. You know, because I was out there, you know, rolling. But that's my dude.
This was a much more aggressive coverage game plan than we'd seen in previous weeks, at least from the outside looking in. Why do you think that was so important against this Denver Broncos offense?
Just because we got guys to match up, man. We believe in ourselves definitely in the secondary that we can line up against anybody and play, you know, press work, off work, whatever we need to do to get the job done. And, you know, we truly believe that definitely in the secondary. So, you know, Coach believing in us. He, you know, making us a lot more aggressive, go out there and challenge these guys and make them earn every down.
It looked like you had some words with Judy before that play a little bit, some of the series before that. And did that change after you ran that thing back?
Oh, no, I ain't got no words with nobody. One thing I don't do is argue with folks, man. Definitely. I play corner, so I do a lot of running. I need to save all my energy. So my last thing we'll be doing is arguing with somebody when I know I got to probably guard you for like 40 more plays, and you might just be getting me tired for no reason.
Did you see DeVonta's pass breakup on the sideline?
Yeah, I told him that. You know, I'm telling that, and I'm trying to teach him right now how to do the return skills, but you know, he don't want to believe me, but now they believe me.
You said earlier in the week he'd lock you down, though, if you were
We 2-1. I won 2. He won 1. You know, easy. He baby lucky we have a quarterback because it'd have been 3-0. But you know, we had a quarterback. Just work some releases. You know, he won 1 time.
Did you see the air come out of Denver with that play? After that, certainly the air came out of the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, that'd take the air out of anybody. You know, shoot, turnover, you just going for it on 4th down. You know, clutch possession. Shoot, it'd take the air out of anybody. You know, that was our goal, man, to try to out physical them. You know, shoot, that's a nail in the coffin right there.
Did you get to keep this ball?
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna give it to a security guy, man. You know, Dom. You know, shoot, my boy Dom said he needs something in his room from me, so I said, yeah, you can have that ball.
What did you think of DeVonta's celebration after his second touchdown?
What did he do? I saw it, jiggling. I loved it, cause he you know, he got a big chip on his shoulder, man. You know, people think he's, you know, people sleeping on it. That boy like that. He like that.
How are you liking this offensive identity?
Past 3 weeks have been good. Rushed for over 200, so that was good. You know, we got some big boys on the line now. You know, you look at the left side and Landon and Jordan, and those guys getting healthy, and man, just some big humans moving some people. Kelsey, I mean, all the guys. So, yeah, I mean, all goes back to Coach Stoutland.
When you guys are moving forward like that, do you feel it kind of takes something out of the defense?
Yeah, well, you know, you control the time of possession, and then you can just slowly grind them down, and it makes the pass rush a lot easier. It makes really a lot of the game a lot easier when you can do that. So we've done well the past few weeks, and just got to keep it up.
Obviously, it starts up front, but what have you seen from Jordan? I know you called him a beast last week, and Boston Kenny.
Yeah. You talking about Jordan Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's a beast. I mean, we've seen this before. We've seen it in training camp. A guy that's really, I think had a great offseason. And every time you see him have the ball in his hands, he's always falling forward. He's always got momentum. And Kenny and Boston, I mean, those guys are really Miles. Wait till Miles gets back. I mean, we got anybody can touch it and do good things with it.
What do you think about Jalen and how he's performed these last 3 weeks as well?
Like I said, man, I think he's very composed. He's always composed. He's never seen him get too cheerful about stuff or down. So yeah, really, every day he's like that. So just be consistent. He works hard and leads our team. Practice every day.
When you guys are running the ball like you are like the last 3 weeks, can you notice like the defensive line, like those guys getting frustrated, getting tired, and if you do, like what that does for you guys?
Yeah, you notice you look around, a whole lot of people are tired. The offense is just really when you run it, the whole game's about a battle of will. You got 60, 70 tries to try to make them right, but. Yeah, I mean, the past 3 weeks has been, something I've never really, I guess we've done around here. So, a testament to Coach Stout and the O-line.
This defense is one of the best in the NFL coming in. Is this kind of a confidence booster for you guys, knowing that you can?
Yeah, if you could see the way Coach Stout coaches us and the way everything is, very intense. There's some very funny stuff behind the scenes, but he's a very intense coach to everybody, and that's I think that's why he's been able to coach guys and do the stuff they've been able to do. Guys coming in, injuries, whoever's in the lineup has usually done well. So.
They put Tyree and Jack in when Dallas obviously
Yeah.
had to lead the game. How do you think they did, especially next to you?
Man, really, the second half we're all sucking wind. We're just trying to take one play at a time. But yeah, I mean, I know they were, the more reps the young guys get, the better football players they're going to become. That's a lot how usually when I was young, rookie year, you take your losses, learn from them, and move on. But yet, I mean, Tyree's a beast. I mean, you see a guy that's really, built, like a Jimmy Graham type, and Jack coming in has done a great job in the blocking game really all year. So.
On the sideline, what vantage points do you have of Slay's touchdown?
I saw him pick it up, and I saw him fumble it, and I saw him pick up again, and then I just turned away, and then I saw him make a move, and I turned away again. I just saw the crowd going nuts, and I saw Coach Rock, and I hugged him, and yeah, that was that turned the momentum totally in the game.
That physical mindset you talked about you guys have up front the past couple of weeks, how do you think that's helped Jack and Lane, Landon, the younger guys as far as just moving straight ahead? Do you think it's easier for them when you're running the football like that?
Yeah, I think you got to look at what you have, utilize what you have. Usually the first thing y'all see when we're at practice is us on those bags, 2-on-1 every day. So that's something we do every day. And you got guys that are, that big, Landon, really, I feel like me and Kelsey are the smallest guys on the line. Jack, but those guys on the left, yeah, some big boys.
As far as vantage points go, what did you see? Did you see DeVonta Smith's first touchdown catch, the 36-yarder?
I did. Yeah, that was a freak show play. So what can you say? Didn't see the dance. Usually, so I'm not on field goal anymore. So usually I'm going straight to the sideline. I didn't even see the dance. So selfish of me.
You talked earlier in the week about his routine and how it's kind of infectious what he does. DeVonta comes in early and studies. Have you noticed anything like that? You picked up anything from?
He's serious. I think he's talked to Hall of Fame guys that I guess gave him a kind of a routine or what they focus on, how they approach the game. I mean, he's an intense guy, and you can tell he cares about it. So that's what you got to have. I mean, that play today was something special. From a lineman, I love those. It's like a freebie for me. So.
If you think big picture, Lane, if you think big picture, this team was in a rough spot a few weeks ago, the week before you came back after the Raiders game. Have you sensed things change here in these past 3 weeks?
The offense, I feel like our identity is, it's been good for the past 3 weeks. Run heavy, we're controlling the time of possession, controlling the game. it makes it a lot easier. But, moving forward, the teams you play are going to find ways to try to stop it and manipulate you and their schemes. And so as the season progresses, it only, amplifies. So.
What's your vantage point of Slay's touchdown, and what was your role in that?
I just remember it was a big pile. Heard the crowd kind of go silent for a little bit, then kind of uproar. Got up, turned around, seeing Slay doing his little running circle thing that he does when he gets the ball. But then I seen him turn on his jets, pick the sideline, and start getting downhill, and I was just thinking we got a chance. So from there, it was just, pick out the person who I think has the best chance of tackling him, trying to get a block, go out there, throw a block, get up, see the trail of his feet, and it's kind of it.
It looked like you were in on the tackle, though.
I just remember it was a big pile. DT did a good job of getting some push, and I just tried to get on his back and recreate the line of scrimmage. And from that point, it just kind of got lost in everything that was going on.
This looked like a much more aggressive defensive game plan than in previous weeks. Why did you guys think this was a good matchup to kind of be a little bit more aggressive, maybe in coverage?
I think we just executed a little bit better today too as well. Some of the stuff we did today we've done in the past. I mean, we didn't play a perfect game, still had some mistakes out there, but I think everybody just continued to try to, fight hard, and today we were able to, be in the right situation and execute a little bit better to come out with a win.
It seemed like you guys rotated a lot at safety between the three of you. What was the thinking behind that?
I'm not sure. I know we got a lot of talented players. We're just trying to get everybody on the field and give everybody an opportunity to make some plays. So from that point, it's just about, being dialed in the game, still staying in tune, being locked in with the different packages that we might have and who might be in the game, and then just being great teammates with one another. So when everybody's out there, it's just about supporting one another and trying to get the job done.
You guys have played really well on the road. How hungry is this team in this locker room for a home win?
Yeah, I think, that's the goal each week, is to come out, try to be aggressive, try to, dominate the opponent and come out with a win. So we've been able to string some wins along together on the road, but, we look forward to getting back home and getting things going there.
And getting back to Slay's touchdown, it seems some defensive players would jump on the ball. Is there something about Slay's personality that he tries to scoop it up and run?
I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit of the talk this week. He's talking about playing a little receiver and stuff like that. So that's kind of his thing this year. He's gotten the ball in his hand a few times. And when he's gotten it, we've kind of gave him a hard time about, not taking it to the end zone as often as we think he could. But he did a great job today of, being around the ball, quickly getting on it and getting that possession, but then also finishing it with a touchdown and a big play that was able to swing the game for us.
What was the conversation around your room this week coming off of, you saw the stats out there, you guys had given up 80% completion percentage, some heat on the DC. What was kind of the mentality and the conversation like among the defensive players this week?
Just being better. As players, we want to take accountability for, the lack of success, but also, when we do well, we want to, get that credit as well. So it's really just about, being great teammates, being professionals, sticking together, working through it together, and that's players and coaches included, and finding a way to get it done. So from defensive standpoint and back end standpoint, we take pride in knowing that we can go out there and cover guys. So we just wanted to focus on executing and being in the right spot.